Good morning. Today we're going to present an alternative culture model for a restaurant chain in Nicaragua. Uh, First, we're going to talk about the cultural elements. About the visible elements, we have first good communication between the employees. In a restaurant, many areas are interconnected because many areas work together. For example, the people in the kitchen, the waiters, the cashier, because finally they're attending at the same client. So, in order to provide a good service, the areas need to have a good communication between them. Another visible element is the horizontal organizational structure, and this helps the employees to feel free to talk with the leaders when dealing with stress or when they have a new innovative idea they want to suggest. And the third one is uniforms. About this element because many restaurants have like uniforms to show the identity of the company, and also each employee feel more comfortable using these clothes because they don't feel like they're greasy and they can get dirty. So this uniform can provide a visual cue that the people working in a restaurant are a team and also are all striving toward the same goal.
There are also some non-visible cultural elements to consider, as for example, authenticity, so people feel more comfortable to express their opinions and emotions. And organizations with authenticity is an organization in which trust can be built, which is like the main characteristic that this element has. And also respect and empathy would be important as employees value and respect both clients and their staff. They could learn to do this. And also they consider their experience and well-being their biggest priority. Also, teamwork would be another non-visible element that could be important, as employees believe that they work better together and they support to each other in their efforts to learn, grow, and achieve their goals. So, as Nicaragua is a collectivistic culture, this shouldn't be a problem. About the cultural characteristic, first of all, we have innovation and risk taking. We think that for this characteristic, there should be a high degree of innovation within the company because competition is very strong, and if the company doesn't keep on innovating, they could lose market share, for example. And as Nicaragua has high uncertainty avoidance, this could be a challenge. Second, we have attention to detail. For this characteristic, we should also have a high degree, as it is important to maintain an established quality standard in the processes and activities. And third, we have outcome orientation. This one we think that should have a low degree, as the restaurant should focus not only on the final result, but also on established techniques and processes to achieve them.
About people orientation, the company should have a high degree of people orientation as the employees are the ones that have direct contact with the clients. So it is very important that they feel comfortable and have a good mood when working. Also, as Nicaragua is a feminist culture, it would be important that managers help employees to have a good work-life balance. And also about team orientation, the company should have a high degree of team orientation because in restaurants many areas are interconnected and also interdependent. So collaboration between employees is essential. And as Nicaragua has a high level of collectivism, team orientation shouldn't be a problem. About aggressiveness, the company should have a low degree of this, as people in a company need to be easygoing in order to build a good work environment and also to tend the client in a good mood. Finally, about stability, the company should have a high degree of this characteristic because the company needs to demonstrate to clients and also to the competition that it has a strong culture. And also, the employees should be conscious that they are key to maintain this stability. And the quality standards should be accomplished by the pre-established processes and activities.
About leadership, first of all, we have what type of leader should the restaurant have? We think that it should be, well, he or she should be visionary. So, in order to follow the desired culture, a visionary leader could help to mobilize people toward a common culture and vision and to guide them when there are changes. Also, we suggest that he or she should be affiliative in order to create harmony, build emotional bonds between the employees, increase communication, and also motivate them during stressful circumstances. Usually, a restaurant is full of these type of situations. Also, a democratic leader could be helpful in order to promote collaboration, team leadership, and communication.
Finally, the leader should be also a coaching leader so that employees receive training programs so they can develop their strengths and improve their performance. So, about the leader's role, the leader needs to be proactive. As Nicaragua is a new market, the leader must have the control over the situation rather than waiting to respond to it after something happens. And also, he or she could help to reinforce the desired organizational culture values through constant speeches and actions. For example, having a good communication with each employee or being empathic and promoting teamwork. And also, another important leader's role is being authentic because the company needs a leader who knows who he or she is and acts according to his or her values. So employees consider them to be ethical people, and trust is the most important characteristic of this kind of leader, which is gained through sharing information and also encouraging open communication and sticking to their ideals.